Under the Golden Gate, on Under the Golden Gate TV, yeah.
Hey everybody, I am DJ Dank.
And I am Andrew Roberts.
And you are watching Under the Golden Gate live. And we are excited tonight. We have a whole big show for you. We have Sister Roma will be on in a moment. Comedian OJ Patterson.
So Sister Roma's from the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence.
Very good. Did you do your homework on that? I see you wore your homosexual tie.
Yeah. Or as it's known in San Francisco, tie. And we have OJ Patterson from Stalking Comedy, which is out in Oakland.
We love it. Well, it's going to be a great show.
Uh-huh.
And I think to start off, we have what we call the Film Feud.
Film Feud.
Film Feud. And that's where normal guys go see a movie, pay their full bucks to go see it, and give their true opinion of it without all the crap that the film industry wants you to believe about it and everything. So this time we're doing Gravity in IMAX 3D. That was $18 fucking out of my pocket to go see that one. Let me tell you, $18. Well, it took somebody too. 36. Dating ain't easy anymore. Let me tell you.
Did you get a blowjob?
No, believe it or not, he got drunk and went home.
A waste of $36.
Well, I don't know. I like the movie. Okay. Basically, it is a film. Stars, of course, I think everybody knows at this point that it's Sandra Bullock and George Clooney, and they're astronauts and they're out in space. Bad things happen and they float around in 3D for an hour and a half. And basically, I thought the movie was. I mean, let's put it this way: when that movie started and it was in 3D, and we were on that spaceship and that camera floated around for like 18 minutes straight, I was amazed. I had chills. It was great. But for some reason, when the final film credits rolled, I kind of just didn't care anymore. And I think what it was that at some point they had to get to a plot, and once it was all Sandra Bullock and her like dead daughter or whatever, I just really could care less. So special effects A+, acting good. Ideas, obvious. It was, I mean, gravity, come back to Earth with your feet on the ground, go back, it's that kind of thing. So what did you think of it?
Fuck off. That's what I thought of that. As soon as it finished, I was like, fuck off. It was just, it was a fantastic movie, but it was all...
It was a fantastic looking movie.
Well, I mean, like, I have zero interest in the technology behind films. I'm not a tech person.
Well, no, I'm not either, but I know when things float in my face in 3D.
I don't like that. I hate a 3D movie where for some reason...
Oh, you hate a 3D movie, so you went to go see a 3D movie?
Well, I've got no choice these days, thanks to, what's his name?
Me, DJ Dank.
James Cameron.
Oh, James Cameron? Oh, well, we're synonymous.
That was a good idea, bringing back 50s technology to say...
Well, I enjoyed the 3D. I like the depth of field that you can get with it.
I don't like your in 3D movies where they do this.
Well,
that's
the gotcha of the 3D.
Yeah, the whole, there's like...
But like when the space station was blowing up and those pieces of metal were flowing over your head, you didn't duck?
No, I was like, here we go. Do you know what it felt like? It felt like an amusement park ride.
It kind of did. I was wondering, because I've just been to Disneyland. And when I was there, afterwards, when I left Disneyland, I kept on thinking other things were rides, like reality was a ride. So, in a way, when I was watching Gravity, I was like, wow, this would be a great ride at Disneyland. I'm sure they can really like make you feel like you're in the, floating around.
But that's what I mean. I mean, like, it would have been better.
That's the problem. When the plot got in the way, it wasn't any fun.
Well, I don't think there was much of a... I mean, I guess it did take you into despair, and then it gave you hope. And it's like, as if I need that kind of shit.
Exactly. Happily ever after. Who needs that shit?
Well, it was like Riddick would be great for a single young man in his mother's basement. This movie would be great for like the office girls.
I was thinking grandmas.
Yeah, it's like it's a story about an independent woman who's trapped in space and she doesn't need anybody, and she comes back to Earth and she makes it on her own.
Well, if you're going to go see it, and everybody, I mean, when we went to go see it, it was sold out. It was a Wednesday night in San Francisco, and it was sold out. So I mean, it's definitely getting good word of mouth. Like I say, it wasn't really all of it. I was just surprised how much I didn't care at the end. That was what surprised me, because I really enjoyed it starting off.
I mean, there were parts of it I really wanted to hate it, and
I know that's your attitude going in.
Yes, and I tried.
Right.
And it did have a point. It did sort of.
Well, it did, but then it hit you in the head with a rubber mallet with it.
What do you think the point of the movie was?
I'm not going to tell everybody in the movie how the movie ends up, but I mean, it's all about like how far will you go to get away from your problems, and then you have to face reality, and then when you get back up on your feet. and take those steps, and then the credits go to black, and
it's like the Wizard of Oz.
And then when you're Andrew, go, that sucked. So anyway, well, and one of the things I will bring up that I know that did defy your skepticism was Jake Gyllenhaal in The Prisoners.
Oh,
Prisoners, excuse me.
That's a different...
So, yeah, I'm recommending you go see Prisoners, because I saw that last week, but he canceled on the film Feud, so we haven't talked about it yet. But that's a fucking good movie. Go see Prisoners. It's amazing. But then again, obviously, I don't like happy movies, so I guess that's...
Well, you thought Prisoners was a happy movie?
No, not at all. I loved it.
You thought Gravity was a happy movie?
Well, the way it ended, yeah.
Oh, well, you just gave it away.
Sorry.
You just give it away.
Oh, yeah.
Well, happy-ish.
It turns out that Sandra Bullock is a ghost.
She's haunting herself in space. That's
George Clooney's her alter ego, split personality. She's really schizophrenic.
Right.
And a ghost.
Sure.
A schizophrenic ghost.
Hey, if it floats at the Hollywood meeting, we should.
Yeah, but this one has Chinese characters, so it has global appeal.
Global appeal. Yeah. And Gravity was like the #1 film in the world.
Really?
Yeah, because it's just so simple with the dialogue.
It's the #1 movie in the world. Oh, well, fuck this world.
So you give it how many rubber penises do you give it up?
I was thinking about how much money do you think this movie you would pay to go see it? That was really well structured.
Well, I paid $18 a seat.
How much would you have paid if you knew then what you know now?
Oh, $9.50.
I'd pay $2.
Well, then you're going to wait till it comes to the bargain, and I'm just not going to go see it in 3D in IMAX. By the way, IMAX, I don't get that. You get a little bit of a bigger screen and a louder sound, and they charge you double. Isn't that true? Isn't that pretty much all it is?
But I think.
Has any of you guys gone to see IMAX? Does anybody like IMAX?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
See.
Yeah.
I don't think 3D works unless it's in IMAX, because I went and saw it in 3D but not in IMAX, and it doesn't, if you don't sit at the... This is why I don't like three-dimensional movies. It's because if you're not sitting in the exact right space and the technology isn't honed in really well, and it's not, because those screens are meant for 2D movies.
Right.
And so I'm sitting there with something that should be in a cereal box, and I'm it's I'm squinting, but I can tell that there's a little bit wrong, I'm not at the perfect angle, and it's a little bit jarring, and I get a little bit of a headache, and then you add to that Sandra Bullock, and it's
Bullock.
Just terrible.
Well, I know. Long ago, those days of Speed. The movie Speed. I don't know what she does on her weekends.
Speed.
I hear she's nice.
She does Speed, actually, with truck drivers.
Well, she does in Texas. You got to do something.
I think it's autobiographical, because what happens to her when she re-enters Earth's atmosphere, spoiler alert.
Sorry, he did it too.
Yeah, is what I think...
I don't think we're shocking them with anything.
Well, I think that what happened to her on re-entry into Earth's atmosphere is what happened to her face when it entered LA's Hollywood scene.
Well, she does have a little bit of a plasticine look to her face.
She looks like a skeleton.
But with kind of poochy areas on her face where she's had Botox.
Well, can you actually get plastic surgery that they actually mess with your actual bone structure?
Well, they put little indention things that make it bubble up, I've seen.
She doesn't...
Because they put fake abs on guys. And it's I've seen it on the TV shows, little pieces of rubber they stick underneath there.
Well, that's okay, because abs don't have to move, but a head and a face.
Well, my abs move all the time, but
Sandra Bullock's face does not move.
No, it doesn't.
And I thought that the idea of being an actor is expressing emotion, and a rock can't do that.
Well, same thing with Nicole Kidman. When they got that thing frozen. I was at an Italian food restaurant, and all I could do was stare at the plastic surgery lady, right over there, and her old schmaltzy husband, and she was all just woo. And
but if you're a trophy wife, you're meant to look like a trophy.
Well, she looked like a trophy, but one that usually would have its head cut off and mounted on the wall.
Yeah, I'm down. If you need to have your face look a certain way so that your husband doesn't leave you, fucking make that money. But if you're an actor, fucking leave your face alone.
I know. Not everybody can be like Catherine Deneuve.
28 Days Later. Remember that movie?
She wasn't in that.
No, I'm talking about Sandra Bullock.
Right, she wasn't in that. 28 Days Later, the zombie movie?
28 Days or whatever. The one where she's in...
Oh, okay. The one where she's in the rehab.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you want to see Sandra...
Later would be the sequel, and that she didn't make it out of rehab, and she turned into a zombie.
Very good.
Movie idea. Okay.
Anyway,
well,
so Alfonso Cuarón, whatever his name is.
did Children of Men. He did one of the Harry Potter movies.
Fuck Children of Men. That was
Remember. See, Andrew doesn't like it.
But he did do Et tu mama tambien.
Indeed.
You want to see a good movie, go see that.
I agree with that. I like the Harry Potter one, too. No, it's a good filmmaker. It was like, special effects, amazing. So anyway, that's it for the Film Feud. We'll see you next time. I'm DJ Dank.
I'm Andrew Roberts.
That was great, by the way.
About 10 minutes.
Your intro.
Yeah, you
you did quite well.
You like the guitar?
And the Film Feud, but the intro, the guitar was awesome.
So, do you want to turn off the light for a minute? Or just want to move?
I like this shift from dollars to Robert Cox.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that, like, when I saw the movie, I was like, I wouldn't pay $18 to see this fucking